Fingers crossed. I think we might be live.
I think we've done it.
By Joe, that was a stressy few moments, wasn't it?
It was.
Hopefully. Yeah, okay, I think we
Here
are
we
all
go.
good to go. Well, I wasn't one to start with, but I am now.
Yeah, I know. What was that all about?
We hit go live, and then it did 3, 2, 1, and it said connecting, and then it went, no, not having any of it.
No.
3 times we tried, then had to run out and see Jim, switch it off, switch it back on, still didn't work, little tweak, and hopefully we are broadcasting. So we'll just wait for the all clear from lovely Grace. But let's start again. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Clarity Social TV. My name is Paul Church, and this is the lovely Jazz. Many of you will have heard the name. Many of you have seen Jazz. Jazz has done several Clarity Social TV shows with us.
Yeah, no, I have.
And also at our open days.
Yeah.
And our retreats as well. But Barb and Dave are away, so the staff are playing.
We are indeed.
And we're having lots of fun. I mean, we always have fun when Barb and Dave are here anyway.
Yeah.
But we're being a little bit naughty because we're in the, I'd say the middle, but we're not. We're 79 days, aren't we, on the Christmas countdown?
We are. I know.
So we have a daily blog. Barb's doing a blog every day, but we've taken over the blog. And I did the blog yesterday, and you did the blog today, didn't you?
My first ever blog.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you spoke about some of our lovely fresh cut dyes that you designed.
Yes.
Do you want to give us a little bit more of a background behind them? With the
Yeah.
dyes?
I think, they might have been the first dyes that I ever designed here at Clarity.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I really think so, because I know we started off with just some generic sets of the mandala dyes, and then we moved on to Christmas. But yeah, I think they're really beautiful.
I think you got carried away, didn't you, with designing them?
A little bit.
Because I mean, I can only speak from sort of listening to and watching Jazz and the guys that do all the designing. Once you've got an understanding of what the design needs to do, then that's it. You're off and running, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
With the groovy plates, the stamp line art, and then dyes, and this was all new to you when you joined Clarity, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd never done it. Well, it was my first design job ever. My first proper job.
Proper job.
I know. First adult job. Yeah.
But now look at you. I mean, sort of you come up with your own designs. I mean, the collection that we've got with you as well. And they're just absolutely amazing. I think dyes can give you quick and easy cards with ease. So what we've done, because we're in sort of that Christmas mode, so to speak, you chose the Christmas collection, didn't you?
Yes.
So what we do, we're going to swap over to our other screen. I think everybody is all up and running now. So let me just go over to that. Jazz is going to be in charge of the graphics, because I'm going to do some demonstrating today. I've been having a play with the dyes.
Lovely.
So what we'll do, we'll bring up some full screen graphics just to show you what's on offer in the show. So I shall hand over to the lovely Jazz. So what have we got here, Jazz?
Okay, so this is our set of 4 Christmas mandala dyes. Really, really beautiful. I'm quite excited that these are back on TV and I get to be a part of it. So we've got a great saving on these. I think that was my idea, was it?
It was your idea. We said Barb's away, so we'll do a cheeky little price on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's a £20 saving on that.
£20. So that is half price, is it not?
Better than half price, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So also, if you're a member of our clubs, if you are in one of our clubs, you're going to save 10%, so that's £22 saving.
Wow.
That's £17.96 you will pay. If you're in 2 of our clubs, so that's a 12.5% saving of £22.50. So you'll be paying £17.46 there. And then if you're in 3 of our clubs, a diamond member, you will be getting a 15% saving that's £22.99 you are saving. So together that's £16.97.
That's a crazy price,
for
isn't
4
it?
dies.
Yeah, and these are beautiful. And when you see what you can do with them, they are so versatile.
Absolutely.
So the item number for this is 31333. You can shop ahead by going to claritycrafts.com, and you can have a look at the, when you go to the front of the website, there is a Clarity TV show page.
Yes.
Click in there and you'll see everything else that is available in the show. But with these dies, I wanted to try something a little different. So we've got some other items on the show which you may want to have a look at.
So here we've got our laminator and hot foils kit bundle, item number 31814. We do have 2 different colour options for your laminator. This is the purple, my personal favourite, I think.
Well, if this is your personal favourite, Jazz, I can tell you we only have 2 of these purple ones left.
Oh, okay, quick before I nab one.
And you've got an hour before we come off air to grab a purple one. Yeah, there's only 2 of the purple left, and that's why we brought in the next colour, which is the red, because when we went back to the supplier, they said, oh, you've taken all the purple ones, but we do have red.
Also a lovely choice,
yeah,
red as well. Very nice. So with both of these bundles, you're getting a saving of £9. So that is £69.75. And this item number for the red laminator bundle is 31816.
Nice. Okay. So we launched our hot foiling system earlier in the year, didn't we?
Yes.
And it was all as a result of a piece of artwork that Andy Duggan did. And then all of a sudden it was like a hive of activity. How's he done it? What can we do? Etc. Etc. So we've got 3 of the different hot foil kits in there as well. They're all available individually on the website. But I thought, because Jazz is doing the screens and this is fairly new to her, I kept it to a minimum. If you want the laminators individually, you can buy the laminators individually. So if you want that purple one, I'd get it quick.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them left.
Absolutely. 31813 there for the purple. And then for the red as well, that's 31815. £31.50.
Super duper. And then when you see what I'm going to do with the hot foil, you may want to stock up on some of your hot foil. So we've got 3 different colour options for you.
Okay, we've got here the gold. That's 31809, your item number. I think gold is a personal favourite of mine. Very Christmassy as well,
yes,
to be used with these dies. Then you have got your rose gold, 31811. And then you've got silver.
My personal favourite.
Is that your favourite?
I'm a
the silver. Very
I'm a silver
nice.
person. Yeah.
Lovely. So that's £5.25. And if you're a diamond member, you're saving 79p, which doesn't seem like a lot, but every little counts, isn't it? £4.46.
Super
Fantastic.
duper. So I thought what we'd do, we'd have a look at in detail what makes these dies so special, because I've got some lovely display boards here. I remember when we got the dies in and the prototypes, and because we get the prototypes in first, don't we, to make sure they do what they need to. And I remember cutting them out, oh, you can do this, you can do that. And I love the size of them. They're 3 inches by 3 inches. Well, the first one is, and I think they're all roughly about the same sort of size, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're all about.
They are. Just double checking.
And when you can see what you can do with them, it really is. It just keeps giving and giving.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, have a look on the overhead to have a look at these display boards for you. So this is your Christmas set 1. So this is this particular die here. Now, each of the dies are individual dies. So you've got 3 lovely dies in there. Okay. And what they have is that cuts from around the outside, but it also cuts on the inside as well. So it gives you a lovely frame. So if you just run that through your machine on its own like so, that is what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, to get that, you're going to put it into a piece of card. So when you cut that from there, you get this lovely frame as well.
Lovely.
Okay, so you've got that lovely decorative that you can put a picture behind there. So that one then comes out of there like so. And then if I pop the next one in, so if I pop that one in there, what you then get is the waste. So this is the waste. This bit here comes out of there because this bit here is the actual die cut. So the space between this die and that die gives you that.
Yeah.
And I remember when you were designing these, you were concentrating on just the dies themselves.
Yes.
We didn't even consider the waste.
No, well, being the first dies that I really designed, it wasn't a thought. I hadn't used a die before.
No.
It just so happened that when we got the prototypes, they just
The waste was just as decorative.
Yeah, that's
so you can see that's the die that gives you that. But if you pop that in there, because you've got to cut it out of something, this is the waste between that one and that one.
Yeah, that's right.
And then when you put them all together, so if you cut them out of different color papers, you can see how beautiful they look.
Really nice.
So they're all sort of like embedded within. Okay. But then you can start to take it a little bit further. So you can, for example, you've got that same thing there. So if you just cut this one out, just cut this one out on its own from there, okay, you're going to get that, but that's the panel that cuts from the middle from here. So you've got lovely sort of like solid little panels.
Very nice.
If you cut this out of a square, you've got that. That comes out of there. And then that comes out of there.
Beautiful.
And it's the same principle between all of the little mandala dies that we've got for you. So that's your set one. So that's what I'm going to show you on these two, you can do with all the others. So you can see here, Christmas die number 2. And with the companion papers, they just do the job, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
But look, you've got a lovely scalloped frame there. You've got a ring. Then we go on to the star. I think this is my favorite one. I love the lattice work in here. So you've got all, I mean, look at that. Just put something behind. Isn't it beautiful?
Isn't it?
I mean, you're biased. Yeah. And then it's the same again. This, whoops, is the waste. This is the waste. But how beautiful.
I know.
Is the waste.
You would never call it waste, would you?
No, definitely not. And when you look at the price, I mean, half price, you're saving more than half price. Because even as a non-club member, you're paying £19.96 and you're saving 20 quid.
Yeah.
So
fantastic.
Absolutely. Really is. I could literally spend hours just die cutting out. Well, I did, because when we got them, I keep mine in the fresh cut storage folder, which we have on the show. And sometimes maybe you just want one part of the die. So what I've done is I've got a bag in here with all the bits that I haven't used when I was cutting it out. So it means all of a sudden I could go to this. I need to do a quick card. So I could go here. Look, I've got a lovely frame already cut out and good to go.
Lovely.
So all the bits that you don't use for the projects you're creating, just pop it into a little bag. And the fresh cut folders, they're on the show page as well. Keep it in there. Put your dies back on their little carrier sheet. Pop that into there, like so. And then if any of them do fall off or whatever, they're in that little pocket.
Perfect.
And you can see I've got one, there's a Christmas one, so I've got all the cutouts there, the star. And although we're calling these Christmas, I think the reason we called them Christmas because we had the rings collection, we had the square collection.
Yeah.
And I think because they had the stars in them, so basically you're going to get 2 different stars, which can be quite festive.
Yeah.
And then you did more circles than we needed, so we put the rings one in there. And then you did more squares because, as you said, you got carried away.
Yeah.
And we put that in as well.
That's right.
And we thought, let's call it Christmas. So that's just some ideas on what you can do with them. So should we have a look at some artwork from the design team?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, let's pop this over here.
Okay, so this is, well, what we call set 1.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So if we go on the overhead on that, and then could I just have the remote control?
Sorry, stole it.
So I'll just zoom in a bit. There we go, so we can see there. So if you want that individually, item number 31306, and then we've got some lovely artwork coming in.
Here here's an Andy Duggan here.
That's, oh look, the stickers. That's nice. I like that.
I like
Donut,
that very
Grumpy,
much.
Wally.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be Leonie stickers.
I reckon so.
Definitely.
I think so. Okay. Here's another. I like those
I think I
colours.
created this. I just love seeing just offsetting it as well.
Yeah, very
Um,
pretty.
Really quick and easy, and with the companion papers and the stickers, really nice and easy to do.
Lovely. Okay, you've done here.
That's nice. So that's the mixed impression background grunge stamps.
Oh yeah.
And then the doodle dies, and then a few pearls on there. So that's really nice as well.
Lovely. Debbie McMullen here. I just love that black and white.
The
that
monochromatic.
monochrome.
Yeah.
It's just stunning, isn't it?
Really nice. So she's die cut out of, because all this is flat, where she's cut out the card and then just dropped it back in.
Oh, of course.
Because you can do that, so it puts it all on one layer.
Okay, another example here is by Jane Telford.
See, I love that as well.
Isn't that just beautiful?
It's just, and that's the same die.
Yeah.
Just cut out several times and laid back in.
And that tile effect, it's just so
Really,
effective,
yeah.
isn't it? Really lovely. Okay, and then Linda Spencer here.
This is nice. So this is using the Dancecape and Deerscape dies with the silhouettes. And I love the way that she's gone off the page with it.
Yeah, and what great framers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Look.
That works really, really well, doesn't
cool.
it? So that's your first one in the collection.
Okay, so this is the second die.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So if you want this one on its own, ice number 31307, and you can see 3 individual dies.
So here we go. Look at that gold.
That's
Paul.
lovely.
That's
See, I wish we
lovely.
sold gold card. Okay. But I'm going to show you how to make gold.
I was about to
I'm going to show you how to make your own gold.
Paul said this to me this morning, and he's like, I've had an idea.
Or silver or rose gold.
Oh, hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
Deb McMullen here again.
That's nice. That's
Gorgeous.
Barb's Japanese round stencils, isn't it?
Yes, lovely. And I like how a lot of these aren't Christmas, just to show the versatility.
Yeah. That looks nice on craft card, doesn't it?
Card. It's just so classy, isn't it? Here we go. Debbie McMullen again using the die as flowers. Look.
Oh yeah. So that's the
the floral spray, isn't it? I'm trying to think.
Is it
which
the
one.
Chinese lanterns?
Oh,
let's have a look.
Poppy.
Starflower.
Starflower.
The
both
Starflower.
wrong.
Nice.
Okay, and then Jane again.
Oh, with those burst stencils in the background.
Burst. And then, doesn't that look gorgeous with the
the quotes, stamp
quotes,
sentiments.
Yeah.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Nice.
Okay, now we've got set 3 here. So this is one of the more star designs.
Nice.
Paul's favourite. This one.
I know you shouldn't have favourites, but I think out of this collection, this one and the square one, like set number 1, I think are my favourites.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, Sarah Brennan here.
See, I reckon she's done the same as me. I reckon she had a folder where she had all these bits left over.
Yeah.
And just created sort of like a lovely, fresh background to it.
I think so. Look how tiny.
I know.
Look.
And the detail on them are crazy.
I know. Right, and now this one, this is Tina Morris. I popped this up on the blog today.
Zoom out a bit on this one so we can see that.
Just stunning?
So
that
it's the white on white, yeah.
That is just so beautiful.
I wonder if, I don't know, let's see if I do this camera.
I mean, you don't get more Christmassy than that, do you?
Look at that.
So elegant.
That's really, really lovely.
Yeah.
And I love the sort of the offsetting of it as well, creating a panel.
Gorgeous. Okay. Debbie McMullen obviously like these dies.
So she's used where it's die cut out. You know how if it's cut out of a piece and you've got like a frame.
Yeah.
And she's used it as a stencil to put the colour in the background.
Oh, how clever.
Yeah.
Very nice. Jane here. The glitter. I'm not sure if you can see in the light. Give it a wiggle.
Look at that. I'm coming on this camera for that. I do that. Look at that.
That subtle glitter is just
That's beautiful. So
lovely.
that's got a double-sided adhesive sheet behind it.
Oh, okay.
So that it then catches and holds all that glitter in place.
Okay. Andy Duggan here.
That's nice. I love the background.
Yeah, very nice. The Sheila Metzler How cool is that?
So this nice, I think if I open this,
Can you open it up?
so she's put like an insert on the inside, but
Oh,
these are all
yeah.
little apertures where she's put the die and just cut it out to create
Right.
windows. So that coloured background could have been in the insert
Yes.
with these on it. So when you opened it up, you could have had these as little windows.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Lovely. Okay. Done.
That's nice. Just to
Again.
doodle dies again, changing the colour. If you've got scraps of pieces, we all have scraps of paper that you can then sort of just put into different places.
That's it. And then done again here.
Nice.
Very
Love one of those
nice.
backdrop mixed impression stamps in the background.
Yeah.
That's the beach one, isn't it?
I
Seaside.
believe so.
Yeah, I reckon it's
Very
seaside.
beautiful.
And then finally,
Set 4, another one of your star designs here.
here we go. And that one, we'll show that one to
Yeah.
full camera in a moment.
Okay. Right. Oh,
That's a me.
that's a
That's
pull.
a me. I just love the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Really easy and it's designer paper. It's card actually, designer card, companion paper to complement it, and sticker word.
Yeah.
Job done. That's a little
Lovely.
5x5 card blank, perfect for your mini makes because they're 3x3 inches.
Oh,
They're
of
perfect for your mini
course.
makes as well.
And what great, like a quick Christmas card you could make. If
Yeah.
you're making, if you've got a big family, you get it done in no time, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
this is I think this is the Jane Telford. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
created using it as like a rosette
Oh,
on the topper.
yes. Very
and a little
nice,
pillow
Jane.
box.
Okay, Sarah Brennan.
See, I love that as
Again.
well. See, when you look at all these cards, and because the design team, they use other materials, so that's like that's a gold card. We saw some lovely mirror cards as well, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you how.
Lovely. Again, this is another one that I popped up on the blog.
Look
This
at
is
that. I'm going to
Dee
bring
Paramore.
this in on this
Please
camera.
do.
Look at that.
I know.
That took some time.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That really, really did. Loads of cutting out, laying it back in. If I go to, I'm going to go to that. I'm going to zoom in on this one, so you can see. But it, to me, that looks quilted, doesn't it? It's the illusion of it being quilted. So all these, so just, I wouldn't say Dee's randomly put them on. Dee would have thought, if you look, all those points there join up.
Yeah.
So I reckon she's come down that way, and then she's just come in from the sides
Yeah.
to fill the spaces.
I reckon so.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
love that.
I know. Favorite. That and the two white and white cards, definitely my favorite.
Very elegant.
Okay, another one from Dee Paramore
So
there.
this is nice. So what Dee's done, she's used that stencil. It's one of the Christmas stencils.
Yes.
I love that.
Christmas
That's really
rounds,
nice.
aren't they?
Yeah.
I think. Very nice. Linda Spencer here. Oh, she's created like a 3D star. I don't know.
Yeah, she's
You're
just
probably
built
better
up all
showing
the,
it, Paul.
just the different layers.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
decoupaged it. Yeah, that's nice.
Very nice. And then we've got one more Julie Dunn here.
So this is the L billboards. So if you've recently bought Bip the Bear,
Bip the Bear,
billboards,
Bip the Bear.
yeah, and I reckon Bip would possibly fit in some of these.
Yeah.
The apertures.
Or his family could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He could
Or
balance one.
I was just thinking that, yeah, he could be balancing a star, couldn't
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cute.
he? That'd be really nice.
Lovely.
Right, okay. So I'm going to take my inspiration from this piece of artwork that lovely Dee created. Okay. And for me, this really sort of shows the beauty of the dies. Now, I'm not going to go into the background, but what I wanted to do is to show, I mean, it's the mirror card. Okay. But as I said to you before, we don't sell mirror cards.
No.
But we do sell hot foils.
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
So I'm going to show you how, and this will apply to any dies that you've got.
Yeah.
There's a process, and I've just got to get it right in my head before I do it. Right? Okay. So have a look at that. I'm just going to grab what I've already cut out. Okay. So if I bring this in, this is paper. Okay. These have all been die cut on paper, but I've done it in gold So that's one of the stars, and this is the second star. Okay, so you'll see.
Wow, look at that shine.
I know. Okay, and it's really easy to do. Okay, so do you want to bring some graphics up? Just go through a couple of things, and I'll grab everything together. So if you do some full screen ones.
Okay. What are we going to look at?
Should we go with the dies? Should we go for the
Let's go
dies,
for
just
the
as a
dies.
recap on the dies?
Lovely. Okay, so again, we've got our set of 4 Christmas Mandala die collection, item number 31333. So you're getting a £20 saving. That's better than half price. And then also don't forget your club discounts as well. A diamond member will be saving £22.99. Very, very good.
Okay. Right, I'm good to go.
All right. Oh, we're standing up now.
No, you can sit down if you wish. I don't mind. It's entirely up to you. You sit down and
I'm
get
gonna
comfortable.
sit down,
You
yeah.
sit down and get comfortable. Right, okay. So on the show, we've got our lovely foiling kits.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got the laminator. I've got the purple one here. There's 2 of these left, and that's it. I mean, they may have already gone. So I've got my laminator. Okay. I've got my die cutting machine because we're using dies.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for my favorite star. So I'm going to get that out of my folder like so. I mean, if you've got Miri cards, you've got Miri paper, then obviously by all means do that. But I just thought the hot foiling system is a fantastic tool.
Yeah.
And we've shown how it's worked in the past from our laser prints and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I keep mine all in the bookshelf here in the office. Okay, so I'm going to go for my silver one. So I'm using my slowdown box. I've got these index. So this is my silver kit, which is available in the website. It doesn't come with the box, but this is great for storage. Okay, and what I've done, I've got my carrier sheets, which comes within the kits. Zoom out there. Then I've got my instructions. So I folded the instructions in half so it all fits nicely inside. So you get all your instructions in the kits like so. Shows you what designs are in the kit. So you've got printed toppers, you've got bow wallpapers, and then this is the key thing. This is our A4 color laser printed sheets.
Yes.
Okay. Now, obviously this box isn't A4, it's A5. So what I've done is I've cut them down in half. Okay. So you can see here, you've got some lovely designs. You've got Christmas in there. You've got beautiful designs. Some true Clarity Classics in there.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you've got, I put those in there. Then you've got your bow wallpapers. Okay, and these are magic, aren't they, when you're using it with the foiling? We will be bringing you some new designs later this month, nice and Christmassy.
Yeah.
Okay, and we will also be bringing you some refill packs of the solid colours.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good.
So I spoke to Lisa about it yesterday, so we're looking at doing that. And this is the key part, okay? These are all laser printed because in order to transfer the foil using the laminator, it has to be heat set.
Yes.
But it won't work on an inkjet printer. It has to be a certain type of ink. So I've cut all mine down there and there. And then you also get your foil as well. Okay. So I'm going to take my silver foil because I want to go silver. I'm going to put these bits back into here so I can keep it all together like so.
Lovely. And you can buy the slowdown boxes individually, can't you?
Definitely, yeah.
Great storage.
So we've got those, they're on the show page as well. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, first off, I'm going to take a piece of the paper. So this one has come from the gold set. I love this colour. So I'm going to take that. And then what I'm going to do my die cutting first. Okay, so it's easier to do the die cutting first. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make up my sandwich like so. So I've got that, colour face up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dies, pop that to one side. Now I've got, okay, right, hang on. Let's start again. So I'm going to do this upside down, so to speak. I've got the magnetic sheet. Okay. Normally I just use it as a shim, but I'm
Okay.
going to use it to my advantage to position the die. So let me pop a piece of copy paper on top so we can see at home. Okay, because it will still sit. So I'm going to take my die, and that's now being held in place by the magnetic sheet underneath.
That's handy.
Then, because I want to cut them all out at the same time, rather than try and position them and then use low tack tape, that's now held in place.
Lovely.
And I can just move it around slightly. So I'm happy with the space or the white that's visible.
Yes.
Okay, so because the waste is what we're going to use as well. Then I'm going to take the tiny little die and pop that in there like so. Okay, so this is cutting side up.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take my coloured paper, my laser printed paper, and do that face down. I've then got a poly bag, and then I've got my cutting plate. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. Okay. So because it's excuse me, a little 3x3 dies,
Yeah.
some of our friends at home have smaller die cutting machines, so it'll work perfectly with that.
Brilliant.
But the key is, if you want to do the foiling element of it, you have to do the die cutting first on the laser printed paper.
Right. Okay.
So then what we're going to do is going to open that up like so. And look, the detail on there is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to pop that over there. I'm going to take the, I'm going to use this as well. So you can see now how you've got this lovely aperture frame.
Lovely.
Okay, so I'm going to pop that to one side. Then I've got my little waste bin. I'm going to bring this in like so. Okay. Then I've got that bit. I've got that bit. That is just on there. And then all I'm going to do, there's little release holes. I mean, because I've used paper, it's really lovely and thin. Okay, because I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll foil the whole piece of coloured paper,
right,
and then die cut. But it has that, it can crunch.
Yes.
Okay, so by doing it this way, you're going to get your 2 for 1 as well, and more. So that's on there. So you can see from one pass on the machine of all the dies together, I've got all of this.
Okay.
Okay. So then the next thing I'm going to do, if I remember rightly, I'm going to bring in my nested squares. Okay, so they're also on the show. And I'm going to take, let's have a look, I reckon, let's go a bit bigger. I think I went for about, yeah, let's go for that one. So I've taken the 5th one from the outside edge in, like so. I'm going to take another piece of the same colour. I mean, I could use a different colour, doesn't matter. Let me pop those to one side. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my laminator on. Okay,
Yeah.
It takes 3 minutes or so to heat up.
Okay.
It has an auto shut off, so if you don't use it after a period of time, it just automatically turns itself off. It goes into like standby mode.
So you don't have to worry about
So you don't have
leaving
to.
it
So if you
on.
need to, if you did actually leave the room to go make a cup of coffee and got distracted on the phone or whatever sort of thing.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now, I've got my die, and I'm going to pop that on there like so, and then we're going to run that through, and we're going to cut out a square. Okay, so we're just going to run that through because we're going to do several different things, but it's all about the stages and the processes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, and I chose that lovely tealy turquoisey colour from the gold kit.
Yeah.
Because I just like the silver works really nice with that. And the gold would work just as well.
Absolutely. All the colours are great.
Yeah.
For each. So
I've now got my nested square. So this is still the laser printed paper. Okay, I'm going to take that off of there. I'm going to pop that to one side. And then what we're going to do is pop that over there. I can sort the dies out later. Okay, that goes in there, that goes in there. Right, okay, so that is warming up. That's warming up. I'm just going through my head what it is I'm doing. Okay, right, let me think. Foil. We now need the foil. So what I'm going to do, it comes to you on a piece of board. Okay, and I'm going to take it. So obviously you've got your machine cut edge, which is along here from the manufacturing process.
Yes.
And this comes to us on big rolls. We then wrap it around a piece of card so you get the right amount in there. I'm going to take a pair of scissors and then I'm just going to cut. Let me just open it this way, it's easier. I mean, look at the shine on that. You can
I
sort of,
know.
it's like one of those funny mirrors, isn't it?
I was about to say.
Okay, so I'm going to cut that like so. Okay, then pop that over there. And then what am I going to do next? Okay, so that's the shiny side. You can really see that there. Okay, now I need to create my sandwich so I can run it through my laminator.
Okay.
So in the kits, you get our carrier sheets. Okay, so you can see here, one side is brighter than the other. And we're going to sandwich it inside the dull side.
Okay.
Now, if you're working in small pieces, you can just fold that in half and use half. You need to protect both the front and the back.
Yes.
But I'm going to keep it nice and easy and just go for the A4.
Okay.
I'm going to take a tape runner just to create a hinge.
And it's always the dull side that should be touching.
It'll be on the inside.
Yes, got you.
So you've got there. So if I
Okay.
turn this over, good question. So I've turned it so you've got the bright side there and the bright side there.
Lovely.
Okay. And this is just like, you know how Barb does it with the stencil? It creates like a hinge. So what you're doing is you're creating a sandwich.
Great.
Okay. So now that we've got that, what I need to do is to foil it. Now, because this is thin paper,
Yeah.
okay, I need a little bit of stability when I'm putting it through the machine. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of copy paper, okay, and now I'm going to create my sandwich. So I'm going to open that up like so. I've got my piece of copy paper first, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this one piece like so. Okay, now this may seem a little bit wasteful, but there's a reason for it.
Okay.
Then you need to, so you've got your colour facing you, and then you need to have the shiny side of the foil facing you, not the dull side.
Right, okay.
I'm going to pop that right up to there, like so, and then bring my carrier sheet back down. Okay, so, and then just make sure it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
I'm now going to bring in my laminator. So you can see that I've been given the green light. Okay. Now, one of the great things about these laminators is that it has a release button. Okay. Because it's a roller system inside,
Yeah.
and the material we're using is quite thin, when it goes through, if you're not sort of paying attention, it can start to wrap itself around the roller.
Yeah.
So if after a while it's not coming out the other side, where's it going? It's
Panic.
wrapping around.
Yeah.
So all you do, you leave the machine on, and then you pull this button or push this button in that direction, and then you slowly pull it back out.
Okay.
But the machine needs to be on, and you need to hold that release button. The instructions come with it. Okay, and then you pull it out.
So don't go into panic mode.
Don't go into panic
and then
mode.
end up jamming it up. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
So all I'm going to do now, this is my folded edge where I put the hinge, and then all we're going to do is just feed it in until it starts to take it. And then what I tend to do is I hold it. I'm not pulling it. I'm just holding it taut.
Right.
And then I just rest my hand on top so I can start to feel it coming through. And there we go. And as soon as it starts to come through, I let go.
Right. Okay.
If it's my sort of my physical sensor of thinking, hang on, where's all the paper going? It's not coming out the other side. I need to do the release.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where you have to be a little bit patient because we've gone A4. Just to enjoy the process. Okay. Because you can't put it through because it's all about the bonding.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Excuse me. But it's magic. It really, really is magic. When we first brought it out, we had the lovely printed designs and everything else. And as I say, later in the month, we will be bringing you refill packs for the solid colours as well. And some more of the carrier sheets.
Yeah.
Plus, we've got some brand new festive designs coming up.
Yeah, very festive.
We're being naughty, but we can't be that naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't actually get in trouble, do we?
Okay. So now, if I pop that to one side, what we're going to do is open this up like so. And the foil has not stuck to anything apart from that star.
Look at
Okay,
that.
so let me do this out the way. So now I'm going to get a, where's that black card? Oh, hang on. So if I pop that underneath, so this is now foiled. I'm going to zoom in on this. There's my foiled star. Okay, beautifully done.
Look.
And then this is my waist. If it'll focus. Okay, so you've got design within there.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
There it is.
Nice. Okay. So then what I'm going to do next is, you know, I cut that square out.
Yeah.
I'm now going to transfer this waist to this.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Because it's only going to stick to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the same process as before. I'm going to put my lovely little star to one side. I'm going to take, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Pop that over there. So then I'm going to bring my sandwich back into play. Open that up like so. Then I'm going to pop that on there. Now, which way am I going to do? I've got to do it this way. So in a way, I'm sort of guessing where the center is. Hang on. How did I do it earlier? Oh, you know what? I'm just going to, if it's not in the middle of the square, I'm really not going to. You could cut this down to the same size if you want to, but I can actually sort of feel roughly, I reckon, just needs to go up a little bit. No, down a little bit. Up a bit, down a bit. Like so. I can't remember how I did it earlier now, but this will do the job. So that goes up into there like so. Okay, that's going to come back down. So you can see, you can even see it through there, can't you?
So you want it to be kind of sat near the top of the carrier sheet, don't
yes,
you?
do. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same as before. I'm just holding it slightly taut. My hand goes back on top just to...
Oh.
Is it going to come through?
Is it?
Yeah, there you go. Always a sigh of relief when it starts to come out the other side. But don't worry if it doesn't. As long as you realise before the whole thing's wrapped around.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you'll be fine. It's all about that sort of process of it sort of coming out. But the magic is the toner paper.
Yeah.
The pre-printed with the laser printer. And we tried, because obviously we've got this fantastic printer that Lisa operates, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we even tried it on sort of like a home laser printer, and it didn't work as well.
No.
Because, and especially if normally, if somebody's got a laser printer at home, they've got a black one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could, so if you can print a black solid sheet, then you could do this technique as well. You just won't get the color.
Yeah.
But it's very unusual for someone at home to have a color on because they're so expensive, those toners.
That's right. That's right.
So, and then we tried it on sort of at home on a laser printer. Okay, then let me watch this. So just take this, take that off like so. Okay.
Wow.
That comes off. So now that is another topper, and the waist is nothing.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I've got that, all from that one piece like so, and I've still got all of this here that I can now go and foil my other bits and pieces.
Right, of course.
Okay, so if I just take this like so, so let's pop that on there. So I reckon if I go there, and let's see, that might be wide enough to get all that. Let me just have a look. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my scissors. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that bit, just to make it a little bit easier. Then remembering that it's colour side up. So I could do this. I could, if I wanted to create another panel like this, then I'd have to leave enough space around it to cut a square out. But
Right.
at this stage, I'm really not bothered about, I just want these bits foiled.
Okay.
So I'm going to come in as close as possible. Then I'm going to take my foil like so. That goes on top. Just got to bring that in. It's just sticking out a little bit.
Oh yeah, just up the
Just
top.
make sure I've got everything caught like so. Hold that in place. I say, if you're working on smaller pieces like this, you could take one of these, just fold it in half
Yeah.
and run it through.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm going to bring my machine back in like so. Pop that into there. It starts to take it. I'm going to put my hand on top. That came out from behind.
So once you're done with this carrier sheet,
Yeah.
if you came back tomorrow and wanted to do more, could you use this carrier sheet
Yeah, I
again?
remember when we launched this at the June Open days.
Yeah.
The first day I was sort of playing with it, I went through probably about 4 of these.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second day I only went through 2.
Oh, I
Really, really
see.
weird.
Right.
Now what you can do, because I know I've only got this small area here, which is the foiled, I know that that's now bonded. So
Yeah.
what I could do, if I'm impatient, I could press that button in and then I can pull it through.
Ah.
You know me, I'm not
Yeah.
patient. I only worked that out today.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh, it's taking too long to go. So now, if I take this off from here, okay, I've got that's foiled, that is now foiled, and that is now foiled. And also I've got that as waste as well. So if I wanted to, I could take a scrap, put it on there and create like a random background
Lovely.
as well.
Yeah.
So it's entirely up to you whether you want to do that or whether you wanted to sort of repeat that process where you know you want to sort of create another panel. Okay.
Okay.
But I just love the simplicity of being able to foil any of my dies now. And it doesn't matter how detailed they are, because the paper in it is quite thin.
Yeah.
I can't remember what weight the paper is on here. Let's have a look. What does it say on here? The laser prints are 120 GSM.
Okay.
And then obviously you've got the foil on top, which is very thin.
Yeah.
And you get 2 meters of foil in each of the kits.
Brilliant.
And it's the same if you buy the foil refills, then
Okay.
there's 2 meters on each of those.
Perfect.
But the slow down box definitely makes a difference for storing. So that's that done, that's that done. So now if I bring in, I just want to show you what I've been doing. I'm going to switch off my laminator now because I'm done. Or am I going to do one more thing? I'm going to do one more thing. Okay. Pop that to one side. Do you remember we did, we had this bit here where I cut out the die initially at the beginning?
Yes.
And I put it in the middle because I said I was going to use
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another piece of foil like so. Okay. I'm going to just cut that down like so. And then what I'm going to do is bring my sandwich back into play. That goes there. That is going to go in there. That is going to go there. But the foil will only stick to the laser.
Yeah.
So even though I've got all the paper there, so that's going to go like so. Let me just turn it. Actually, if I do that and do that, because I need to have that straight edge going into the machine first.
Okay.
So that's going to go like so. I'm going to close my sandwich, bring my laminator back into play, make sure everything is contained within the carrier sheets. Like so, I'm just holding it slightly taut, hand back on top. In a way, I want it to, it sounds really stupid, I want it to jam just to show, what happens. But it's typical. I was prepping earlier and it jammed twice.
Oh.
Didn't jam, it wrapped around twice.
Oh.
It didn't jam. Oh, great. And I wanted to see it happen on here just to show how easy it is to release it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is warm. I know when we did it at the open days, mine was on all day.
Yeah.
And I was using it all day. I think I switched it off once for about 10 minutes. That was
Yeah.
it. While I went and had a sandwich.
And it didn't overheat.
Didn't overheat. No, because it cuts off. So when you're demonstrating, you're talking, it will cut off because it knows it's not being used.
Right.
So that I'm gonna, right, here we go. Move the switch in, pull it out. So now what I've got, so you can see how the color from here is transferred to the wax sheet. That's fine because it's not going to do anything. But this is the bit that I want. So now, okay, I've got another 2 different things going on here. This is where it just keeps on giving. So I can use my nested square now to cut around, or I could use the nested circle to cut around. But then I've still got this bit here, the star.
Oh yeah.
So I've still got that. So what I can do now, okay, let me go take another bit of, so I can pop that on there now. And then I've got a solid star. So what I'm going to do is cut this. Because I can still use that bit for later.
Yeah.
That I can put on there like so. Press that down, and I'll just run it through again. So it really does just keep on giving. And if you think I've used 1 dye for this, and for me, it's the versatility of the dyes, how much you can get out of it.
Yeah, and they're all interchangeable too. You don't have to use 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No, exactly.
No.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that you've got the 2 different styles of star, plus you've got a circular one and also a square one as well.
Yeah, because I would be tempted to take the circle or the square to get that contrast.
Oh, I think we just had a drop out on the connection.
Oh,
hopefully we're back. I'm sure Gracie will let us know. It seems the gremlins, I wonder whether it's the weather.
maybe.
The gremlins are definitely playing up.
That's
Hopefully
it.
Grace can let us know that we're still broadcasting. So, okay. I mean, I can see we've still got some weird blue moment again, but we're good again. Thanks, Grace.
Good, thanks, Grace.
There you go. Right, I'm going to do this again. Pull that through. Now I'm definitely going to turn off the laminator. I'm definitely done for that. So now I can open that up and then peel that off. And then because I didn't change the paper underneath, I've got like a crinkle. But I quite like that. It's quite arty, isn't it?
It's quite rustic. And
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see
cool.
there. So again, you could use nested square, nested circle to cut that out, use it as a topper. So there's so many different things, and that is the waste. That's it. It really is.
Very cool.
So I'm going to pop that over there. I'm going to pop that over there. And then you could have a session of doing your foiling, doing all your different die cuts. And then if you want, not if you want to, then you can make, where's it gone? Oh, it's there.
Oh.
I had some card blanks. There we go. So I can take some card blanks. So we can then just have a look. So if we go on the overhead, so you can see now that I could just put that on there.
Yeah.
What I would do is probably use a companion paper to complement that, to give it another layer.
Oh,
because it's on the paper, I can use my tape runner to attach it.
Lovely.
I can put a little stamped image on a little topper, a sticker word on there as well, like you're a star. But if I want to, I could just take that, pop that on there. I could use a piece of companion paper. So for example, I could take a piece of companion, because it doesn't matter what color I used. The color I used was more about this, the waste.
Yeah.
So I could take that like so. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's go like this. And then I could take the next one in. So that one would sit in there like so. Okay. So let me grab, I know what I'm going to do. Just for ease, I've got another piece of the laser paper. I'm going to take my paper trimmer. Okay, quick bit of project completion. So that is a 5x5. So I'm going to go 4.5 inches. Let's go 4.5 inches. chop that up like so. 4.5 inches. So this would be companion paper normally. That's going to go on there like so. That's not, that wasn't 4.5 inches. Hang on. That was 4.5. That was 4.25. Let's go 4.25 then. Oh, that doesn't look square. That goes on there like so.
There we go.
And then that can go on there. So how do I attach it? Okay, so the way I'm going to attach it, I'm going to use my tape runner to attach this to the card blank itself. Okay, so just pop that on there like so. More fingers and thumbs now. Pop that there like that. Now I've got oily natural oils in my hand, and because this is laser printed, sometimes I say this would be normally companion paper.
Yes.
I could get fingerprints from this.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, and then I'm going to take this, I'm going to take our Perga glue. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a piece of copy paper. And then I'm just going to take the Perga glue just to put some colour, not some colour, some glue on the back. And then just tiny.
Because it's got such a fine nozzle, hasn't it? Yeah.
And this will dry clear. What you could also do is you could use your blending pen and a blending nib to put the glue on as well.
Yes.
So what you could do, you could just squish some of this out onto a piece of copy paper, the glue, and then you could use a blending nib to be the applicator for the glue. But I've got full control with this nib on here.
I mean, imagine trying to stick that with a Pritt stick. It just wouldn't work.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't even attempt it because it's so detailed.
That's it, exactly.
And then the thing is, I pick it up, and then I can decide I'm going to pop that one just like so on there. I mean, if you wanted to, would look nice as well, is that I could have used some of our double-sided adhesive sheets.
Yeah.
Cut a panel out and stuck it on there, taking the backing off, put that on, and then put glitter on as well.
Oh, yeah, that would look lovely.
If I zoom out on this one, come out from there. So then that gives me, and that's just using one part. So all these bits I haven't used will now go in my stash. Yeah, I mean, I could lay in, I could take the next one, I could pop that in there, because there is what you design this in a very special way. You think it's a symmetrical style, but it's not, because that fits there like so.
Yeah.
But if I turn it that way, it doesn't fit.
No.
Because of the way you designed it. So the way you look at it is the way Dee looked at it. It's more like a cross.
Yes.
Isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
So, but I quite like it like that. And then just do the same. But also on this one, if this was double-sided, no, I've sealed it. There's little slits. So if I wanted to, I could fold those back because of the way you designed it. We're coming closer on this one. So what you do is you can fold it back. I just remembered this. Ooh. More fingers and thumbs. It doesn't help that it's shiny with the overhead camera, overhead light, like so. But what I'm doing is pushing it inwards, so you can get like a lasso type of effect.
Right.
So you spend a little bit more time doing it. I mean, if you just cut it out on double-sided paper, you could do that effect on there, or you can use it to slot something into. So you could take that, and it could be like the edge of a corner. So you could use it like that as a little corner embellishment, and then just trim it down.
Yeah, very nice.
So lots and lots of different things. I mean, look, that's just the waste.
Just that little one in the middle.
But that is the waste that you would throw away. because it was all about the dye that went around the outside of this one and the dye in the middle.
Yeah. We need to change the definition of waste at
I
Clarity.
know.
I think it's definitely not waste.
We definitely don't
Yeah.
waste things here at Clarity. So I can't believe where that time's gone.
I know.
And I'm glad it worked.
Yeah, me too.
But you know what? If it didn't work, it's a bit of foil, it's a bit of paper. But because you've got those dyes, you can just keep going again and again and again. I mean, I just thought I wanted to just show something different, especially with the foiling system, how you can, because Miri card can be quite expensive.
Yeah.
So if you've got little offcuts of foil and you've got offcuts of the laser printed papers, then you could do that with any. If you've got word dyes, for example, you could foil your own word dyes.
Yeah,
but the key is you have to cut the laser paper first,
right,
and then foil it.
Okay.
Because I found that if I took the foil, put it on the coloured paper, then ran it through, foiled it so it sealed it.
Yeah.
I've then got to take the carrier sheet off because it has that the bit that gets thrown away.
Yeah.
When I then put the dyes on, depending on the pressure of my machine, then depends on my sandwich, it would pick up the cuts from the plates.
Yeah.
They transfer to the foil.
Right.
So it's definitely better to die cut your laser paper first and then foil it afterwards, because then you get the waste that you can do something else with.
Lovely.
So there we go. So thank you for designing these lovely dyes.
No, thank you for having me and showing me how to use them.
Yeah.
It's been great.
So where are we now? We're Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
So what else have we got here at Clarity Towers? Friday, I will be at Hobby Maker launching a brand new collection of plates from Tina Cox. It's a Christmas all-in-one from Tina Cox, isn't it? Lovely designs.
These are really nice. These,
yeah. So so it's taken finished pieces of artwork that Tina created on 2 of them, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then rather than say, right, you need this plate, because Tina has that skill of taking bits from this plate, bits from that plate, and then to create this beautiful artwork and the layering.
Yeah.
So we earlier in the year, back in February, we launched the first collection, which was the floral swirls and corners. I always get that the wrong way. I call it swirls. Floral swirls and corners. We did that and they proved so popular.
Yeah.
And what it means is you've got one plate that you can just trace out and it will look like Tina's done it.
Yeah.
Exactly what was in her head. And then we brought you the Rosie Doodle version.
Yeah.
After that. And now we've got the Christmas collection. So 2 of the pieces, original pieces, were created by Tina, and the other 2 you built up, didn't you?
Yes.
From the different designs following Tina's technique, and then Louise created the lovely cards.
Yeah, beautiful cards. Yeah.
So they'll be available on our website at 5 o'clock on Thursday evening, but I will be on Hobby Maker at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And then we'll be back with you in the shack on Monday at 10 a.m. And next week is a fun-filled week, as usual here at Clarity Towers. So thanks to the lovely Jazz, 1 for designing and 2 for keeping me company. And as always, the lovely Grace all the way over in New York. Apologies for the technical issues at the beginning and for the little blip in the middle. I'm going to put it down to the weather.
I think so. Let's blame the weather.
Let's blame the weather. We blame the weather for everything else here in the UK.
Yeah.
So enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the week. And we look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.